back here. About the table setting, you will notice the empty space represents personnel still unaccounted for from each of the 5 services: the Army, the Marine Corps, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Coast Guard. The table is set for 1, symbolizes the bravery against their oppressors. The table is round to show our everlasting concern for our missing. Remember. The candle symbolizes the upward reach of their indomitable spirits. Remember. The tablecloth is white, symbolizing the purity of their intentions to respond to their country's call to arms. Remember. The red rose displayed in the base reminds us of the life of each of the missing. Remember. The yellow rose displayed reminds of the lives of their loved ones who had to go without knowing their fate. Remember. The white rose is for those who witnessed the tragedies and destruction and who were unable to fulfill their return to us, even though they are physically present. Remember. The red ribbon on the base is a small symbol of our continued determination to account for our missing. Remember. A slice of lemon on the plate is to remind us of their bitter fate. Remember. The salt on the plate represents the tears shed by both the missing and the families who still seek answers. Remember. The Bible is there as a symbol of the strength gained through faith, which sustains those lost serving our country, founded as one nation, under God, the author of freedom. Remember. The glass is inverted. They cannot toast with us today. Remember. The chair is empty. They are not here. Remember. The American flag represents the unfeeling patriotism of our comrades in arms, and all Americans wait for their return. Remember. All of you who served with them and called them comrades, you who depend on their might and aid and rely upon them, do not forsake them. Pray for them and remember. This table is our way of recognizing those who are missing from our midst, who call themselves brothers. They are unable to be with us, so we remember them. Remember. The flame of freedom has one purpose, and that is to be the symbol of hope lighting the way home for American silent heroes, prisoners of war, and missing in action. Rolling Thunder Flame of Freedom is one of 2 premier symbols of the movement to convince our government to allow the return of American POWs from Southeast Asia, Russia, China, the Middle East, World War II, World War I, Korea, and anywhere in the world they remain. It supports educating the public and motivating the public action on the issues through their awareness. The flame is the personification of the efforts to bring our missing home. Rolling Thunder keeps the POW issue alive and so fuels the light of the flame illuminating darkness. Rolling Thunder and the flame are the life's blood and the cry for the rescue of our brothers left behind like the freedom. The flame is the golden symbol to alleviate the level of public awareness for their plight. There was a long ago when our forefathers fought to provide us freedom. They came from other wars, fought to preserve those freedoms. They fought to protect that freedom. For hundreds of years, the light in the distance has always been a symbol of hope. The flickering in the distance of the light high atop the lighthouse tells of nearing landing in the foggy evening, guiding the fishermen home safely. The dim light on the port says, "Come inside to the warmth of my home, and let us not forget the lantern of Paul Revere, lighting the ways as he rode through the streets to warn the British army." The flag is also a symbol. It lights the way home for your brothers and sisters in arms. As it crosses this great nation, it reminds all that the soldier stands for with pride and honor to keep us free, and that we will keep the light burning to guide the way home. The light does not cast a shadow, for it is the sole purpose is to send a message of hope to let everyone know that we will not forget. The table that sits before you is a symbol, one of faith and hope. A place waiting, undisturbed, until the soldier returns. The flames light the candle on the distinguished table as long as an empty place remains. Okay. It's up to y'all now. Where's the